All right, welcome to Fully Funded Scholarship. Today we are in search of another scholarship at the Monash University in Australia. This scholarship is a fully funded scholarship by the Australian government. It's tagged Research Training Program stipend. And the worth of the scholarship, the scholarship value worth $30,000. And when its application for this scholarship open, it says it's open 4 rounds. Say number offered, say the number varies. That means numerous persons have opportunity to earn this scholarship or to win this scholarship. And next thing, it says scholarship research training program. Scholarship are provided by the Australian government to support both domestic and international students undertaking research, doctoral and research master's degrees. So this scholarship is basically for postgraduate students. You are coming, you willing or wishing to take on postgraduate courses at University of Monash in Australia. This scholarship will be a very nice one for you. It's a good opportunity for you. So as part of this program, ROTP stipend, living allowance is available to help support domestic and international students with living costs while studying at Monash. So you have your living cost or your living allowance is well covered. Okay, this a previous awardee or a previous recipient of the scholarship. My future seemed uncertain with no hope of ever going to higher education before this scholarship. It has changed my life. I'm now able to envision and work towards a better life for me and my family. I've been able to grow my skills from professional development activities such as Engineers Without Borders, and I'm now working towards my goal to use engineering to give back to the less privileged community. So that's a short and brief story that she has to tell after benefiting from this scholarship. Next thing, who is available or eligibility? You say you must be one of the following: 1, an Australian citizen; 2, a New Zealand citizen; 3, Australian permanent resident; 4, an Australian humanitarian visa holder; and the 5th category, international students. So the scholarship is open to both domestic students and international students at the University of Monash. Then the benefits, you say ROTP stipend provides living allowance. The scholarship provides living allowance, a relocation allowance, especially for those who are international students or for those who will be starting this scholarship when it's time for them to start. They will not be in Australia, so a relocation allowance will be there available for them. And next thing, so there are a number of tuition scholarship available for our international students that can be packaged with this stipend. Domestic students will automatically be provided with ROTP fees offset. Then let's go to the next thing. Let's go to selection criteria, or the way through which applicants or awardees will eventually emerge. So Monash scholarships are very competitive and awarded based on academic record, any research outputs, and prior research experience. If successful in receiving ROTP stipend, please ensure you familiarize yourself with the conditions and benefits as specified in the policy procedures. Then the next thing, selection criteria. They say you must meet the following criteria: meet Monash competitive scholarship selection process requirements, and also meet the English language proficiency requirement. We'll get to that shortly. Now, see how to apply. So application for graduate research scholarship is done at the time of applying for your course, unless you are already enrolled. Whether you are a new or current student, the same application process is used for both admission or scholarship via our applicant portal. You do not need to specify which scholarship you are applying for, as you are automatically considered for all graduate research scholarship where eligible. Next thing is first international round or international round 1. It opens 1st of September and closes 1st of March the succeeding year. Then domestic round 2, which is domestic round 2 now, opens 1st of November and closes 31st of May the subsequent years, while international, which is the round 3, opens 1st of April and closes 31st of August. So if you're an international student, this has a lot to do with you, or this is where you should be very concentrated on. While if you are a domestic student, maybe you're living in Australia or you're a resident in Australia, you should consider applying at the moment, because your deadline is 31st of October. Although you seem to not to have more deadline, but your deadline seems to be more farther than the international students, that their deadline is just 31st of August. It says many scholarships can have different application process. Make sure to read the application details carefully and submit your application by the deadline. If you are a new applicant, you must have obtained an express permission of the expression of interest from the relevant faculty before starting your application. For more information, visit our website or contact the Graduate Research Admissions team on this email here, mmgro-apply@monash.edu. Phone number +61 399 051 538, and this is where to apply. This is the application button here. So click here now. It leads us straight to the application portal. So I remember I opened some things earlier than now. Let's just take a look at it. That's the stipend and the allowance rates. You can see the stipend here. It says ROTP stipend up to $30,000 annually. That means every year, if you're a research student, you get $30,000 annually to cover your entire living expenses. Then for relocation allowance, if you're an interstate, that is, you are in Australia, but you will need to relocate to Monash to start your study, you'll be awarded with $1,000 for your relocation. While if you're an international student, you are coming from outside Australia, you are awarded up to $1,500. I believe this is something that, especially for those who are international students, I believe this will help them go a long way to sort their relocation. So I think this scholarship is a very generous and a very kind one at that. So that's it. That's it for stipend and allowance rates. Let's go to the next one, which is what it takes, say, applying with us. It said, congratulations on taking the first step in applying to undertake your research degree with us. Below is everything you need to know when applying for 1. Doctorate or PhD, including internal and external transfers. 2. Research masters. 3. Centrally managed scholarships. 4. Monash University in Malaysia. 5. Readmission. 6. Joint research award. And 7. Higher doctorates. So you just check your eligibility on this page. Let's look at the English language proficiency page now, which is something that is of importance or of prominence for international students. Most importantly, that they are the people more concerned that this English language proficiency we have. It says sound English language skills are required for academic programs at Monash University. Full documentary evidence in support of English language proficiency must be submitted with applications for admission and scholarship. Monash University reserves the right to seek further documentary evidence of English language proficiency. If an applicant's first language is not English, that is, originate from a country where English is not the official primary language, the English language proficiency must be satisfied at least with one of the following ways. One, language of instruction. That is, if your country of origin, your English is not official language, then one of the conditions to fulfill is that your mode of instruction of your previous degree must have been taught in English. That's in your undergraduate days, you ought to have been taught in English. First thing here is qualifications completed from not more than 5 years prior to the submission of an application for admission will not be considered, with the exemption of the faculties of arts and law, where studies must be completed within 2 years. It says Monash University approves English language countries. It says successful completion of course tertiary institutions. Okay, now the following countries on this area now is considered as English language countries. So students coming from these countries need not to submit proof of English language proficiency. They need not to submit English language proficiency. I can see my country there, Nigeria. That's my country. So if you're a Nigerian student, you need not to submit English language proficiency. We have United Kingdom, we have Scotland, we have the United States, we have Zimbabwe, we have Zambia, we have Tanzania, we have Swaziland, we have St. Kitts and Nevis, we have the Solomon Island, we have Singapore, we have Sierra Leone, we have Republic of Ireland, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Nigeria, I've earlier mentioned it, Fiji Island, Ghana, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, Kenya, Kiribati, Lesotho, Malawi, Marshall Islands, Mauritius, Namibia, Antigua and Barbuda. We have Australia, we have Bahamas, we have Barbados, we have Belize, we have Botswana, we have Canada, excluding Quebec Cook Islands, we have Dominica, we have the federal states of the Micronesia. So all of these countries are considered as English language countries. So applicants from this country will need not to submit an English language proficiency. All right. Then the next thing, the approved English proficiency test as approved by University of Monash. They have the IELTS, you have the TOEFL, IELTS academic English only, you have the TOEFL paper based, you have the TOEFL internet based, you have the Pearson test of academic English, we have the Cambridge English and Lingua Skill. So these are the various English language proficiency tests that will be accepted by the University of Monash. Then the third one is Monash English language bridging programs. So applicants must complete MEB and EDB in Suzhou, China. The EDB in Suzhou, China is equivalent to the MEB offered in Australia. Information is available here. I believe those are from countries, maybe countries such as China, who their official language may not also be English. They're the people who may necessarily kind of take that examination. Let's take the master's for a case study. Is an applicant Okay. They say all applicants must be able to demonstrate capacity to carry out independent research and have adequate training and ability to pursue proposed course of study in all. In all cases, the qualification described below must be from Monash University or an equivalent institution in the opinion of the Graduate Research Committee. For applicants approved after 1st of January 2013, the minimum general admission requirement will be a minimum upper H2B, a mark score of 65 and above. In an honor year in a relevant field or its equivalent, in addition to any specific faculty requirements. Now, Masters of Philosophy. It says an applicant for admission to the Master of Philosophy, Faculty of Arts, Business, Economics, Information Technology, Law, Medicine, Nursing, Health Sciences, Monash Injury Research Institute, Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences and Law, Pharmaceutical Sciences and Science must have one qualified for a bachelor degree with a minimum H2B, a mark of 5 and above in an honor year in a relevant field or its equivalent. 2. Qualifications which, in the opinion of the Graduate Research Committee, are equivalent or satisfactory substitute. Now, let's look at the various faculty requirements now. We have the Faculty of Arts and Architecture, Art, Design and Architecture. Okay. There is an Australian degree of bachelor degree minimum of H2B, mark of 5 and above in an honor year relevant to its equivalent from a recognized institution. In special circumstances, GRC may admit an applicant who lacks any of the requirements, any of the qualifications listed above, but whose publication or whose experience is considered by the faculty to be equivalent research training in the proposed field of study. Such applicants will be considered on a case-by-case basis. Third, some applicants must be accompanied by a research proposal of 200 to 300 words. All studio-based research degree application must be accompanied by a folio of 10 to 15 images of recent work. So that's the Faculty of Art, Design and Architecture. The next thing is master degrees with no coursework component. So you can see it's there. So let me move to another one. Let me move to maybe another faculty. Okay, let's look at Faculty of Education now. This is the first 4 years, which is the 4 years is a compulsory for all of them. Then the second one is a qualification or experience that Graduate Research Committee considers to be equivalent or satisfactory substitute for the above. Okay, Faculty of Education, they have the same thing. I think all of them have almost the same requirement. Okay, this is for PhD. This is the admission criteria for those coming in to a PhD program. This is what they must have and what is needed from them. What they must have and what is needed from them. Okay. I think this page is what I've been kind of trying to search for. Now, it says preparing for your enrollment. It says as your particular program has a coursework component, this unit should be added to your course enrollment form before sent to your department or faculty for their approval. Once approved, you can submit your course enrollment form to the MGRO. This applies to Faculty of Business and Economics, Engineering, and Nursing, Medicine, and Health Sciences. Meaning that you contact supervisor in your area of study and requesting him or her that you want him or her to supervise you in your research work If you get approval from him or her, you go ahead to putting in your application to the university. So that's what is there. All right, so please put in your application, and I wish you the best. Wish you the best. See you. Please hit the like button and do subscribe to this channel. Bye.